OMG, LGBTQ youth organization in Massachusetts advertised a youth photo shoot that pays white children less than BIPOC children to achieve racial equity. They just changed their site after Backlash. Here's the before and after, but the internet is forever. Racial discrimination is illegal. And you see the before, it says youth photo shoot 2026, August 12th. Out Metro West is looking for 20 LGBTQ plus youth pre-K. Pre-K! That's like fucking 4 and 5-year-olds. What the fuck? To participate in a marketing photo shoot with Rose Wine Photography. Join us on August 12th from 6 to 8:30 p.m. at 160 Hollis Street, Framingham. We plan to use these photos in, but not limited to, social media, fundraising, and marketing campaigns, both digital and print. This is a paid opportunity for youth who participate, and youth have the option to get professional headshots for free. White youth will be paid $20 for participating, and BIPOC youth will be paid $25 for participating, as we plan to use these photos for general and specific marketing. BIPOC youth are paid at a higher rate to align with our commitment to racial equity. In order to participate, you must fill out this Google form and the media release form linked here. And then, they changed that after Backlash. It now says, this is a paid opportunity for youth who participate, and youth have the option to get professional headshots for free. Youth will be paid $20 for participating, possible bonus of $5 for photos used at a higher rate with prime photo placement. We already know that they're still doing this based on racial discrimination, but they have to obfuscate their wording to make it sound like it's above the board. It's not. We know it's not. They know it's not. They know we know it's not, but they also know jack shit is gonna happen to them, unfortunately. Framingham, Mass. LGBTQ plus nonprofit Out Metro West is going viral after launching a job ad where they'll pay white applicants 20% less than their BIPOC counterparts. The nonprofit says that BIPOC youth are paid at a higher rate to align with our commitment to racial equity. No word yet if Out Metro West is related to Out Newcomers, who recently went viral after partnering with Boston Mayor Michelle Wu to offer $500 yoga, massage, and salon vouchers to LGBTQ plus migrants. Bro. What the hell? If they wanted actual equity of pay, they would pay everybody the same. That's because the way they use equity is commie gobbledygook. You want equality, an actual equality, not the way that commies have subverted what equality should be. Healy-backed woke nonprofit under fire for job ad that intentionally pays white kids 20% less than BIPOC kids to advance racial equity. A Framingham-based LGBTQ plus youth nonprofit endorsed on video by Maura Healey when she was Massachusetts Attorney General, and now listed among the state's official LGBTQ youth resources under her governorship, is openly advertising race-tiered pay for participants in an August 12th marketing photo shoot at its 160 Hollis Street headquarters. The organization, Out Metro West, said in a public social media post promoting the shoot that white youth will be paid $20 for participating, and BIPOC youth will be paid $25 for participating, as we plan to use these photos for general and specific marketing. BIPOC youth are paid at a higher rate to align to our commitment to racial equity. So this is even a different promotion of it than the one we read earlier. Same language, but it's like a different flyer. The event, scheduled for 6 to 8:30 p.m. on August 12th at the nonprofit's Framingham headquarters, is for what the group calls 20 LGBTQ plus youth pre-K through age 29. The images will be used, per the post, in social media, fundraising, and marketing campaigns, both digital and print. Massachusetts Fair Employment Practices Act, Chapter 151B, makes it unlawful to discriminate in pay on the basis of race or color for any employer with 6 or more employees. Federal Title VII of the Civil Rights Act does the same for employers of 15 or more. Both statutes apply to wages and compensation paid for work performed. Whether an unpaid or lightly compensated participant in a marketing photo shoot qualifies as a worker for the purpose of those statutes is the point at which legal analysis turns. But publicly advertising a rate card that pays participants differently based on race is ordinarily the kind of thing the Massachusetts Commission Against Discrimination is set up to look at. And the racial symmetry of the two laws means the differential does not become legally invisible because it pays white participants less. Title 7 and Chapter 151B are race-neutral prohibitions. Out Metro West Inc. is a Framingham 501c3 that received its IRS ruling in February 2015. I'm illiterate. It's received its IRS ruling in February 2015. The nonprofit's stated mission is to build communities where LGBTQ plus youth thrive through social, educational, and supportive programming, and its programming reportedly serves more than 375 youth and their families each year across the region. Why does a Rainbow Mafia group want photos of small children? You're asking too many questions. You're glowing. Its latest available IRS Form 990 filing for the fiscal year ending June 2023 reports $477,071 in revenue, $534,291 in functional expenses, and $97,198 in officer compensation. Its most recent reported revenue figure per ProPublica's Nonprofit Explorer is $708,856. The nonprofit's founder, Kathy Kaufman, is now listed on the organization's website as Director Emerita. She's like the anti-Jeremy Kaufman. They could do battle in the Coliseum. The extra $5 isn't even a big deal. It's just for the love of the game. Move to hate white people and, in the worst case, innocent children. Yeah, 100%. And most people are going to be like, it's just $5. What does it matter? This is one of those, it's the principle of the matter thing. You should not get paid less or more based on your race. That is an immutable characteristic. Everyone should be paid the same there. Right? When they say that they're going to be using it in marketing materials, maybe that's when you discuss residuals, right? That way residuals go to the people who are posted more often and used more frequently. That's how advertising works in sports, doesn't it? That's why women's soccer teams are paid less than men's, because they have less advertising, they have less people looking at them. Notably absent from Out Metro West's 990s over the entire 5-year window that is public, any line item government grants. Every filing from fiscal year 19 through fiscal year 23 reports $0 in government funding. The roughly $1.9 million in cumulative contributions the nonprofit has received across those years has come almost entirely from private donors and foundation partners, including a $10,000 grant from the Boston Foundation's Equality Fund in 2025. In a July 1st Instagram post, Out Metro West reported raising $43,301.81 in its 2026 spring appeal, including a $15,000 match from a local LGBTQ plus ally family. What the nonprofit does have, despite not being on the state's payroll, is a long and public relationship with Massachusetts' political establishment. Its 2015 annual dinner honored U.S. Senator Ed Markey. Congressman Joe Kennedy III served as honorary chair. The honorary committee that last year included former U.S. Representative Barney Frank and state representatives David Linsky, Alice Peace, and Chris Walsh. The group's Come Out and Celebrate event featured a taped video message from then Attorney General Maura Healey, who described Out Metro West as protecting, connecting, and educating young people, and advocating for their rights. Healey is now governor. Her state's LGBTQ youth resource page continues to list Out Metro West among its recommended resources. Her Attorney General's office also published a mental health and gender-affirming care resource guide for the LGBTQ2IA+ young people that circulated across community organizations of exactly the profile Out Metro West describes itself as. The state does not directly fund Out Metro West, but by every functional measure, it endorses it. Whether the governor's office intends to continue that endorsement after August 12th, when a state-endorsed nonprofit will have publicly paid white youth less than BIPOC youth for a marketing photo shoot, is not yet clear. Well, it's Massachusetts, so I can only imagine. Please, folks, don't vote for her again! It lives in my head rent-free that my uncle said Maura Healey actually cares about blue-collar workers. Oh my god! Nolan Wells' independent autopsy results in undetermined cause and manner of death. Wells, 18, was last seen July 4th, sometime in the afternoon, though the exact time isn't clear. His body was found 2 days later by a U.S. park ranger. An independent autopsy report commissioned by the legal team representing Nolan Wells' family found that the teenager's cause and manner of death were undetermined, pending investigation. The doctor who performed the autopsy said in the report that he could not rule out foul play, according to the family's lawyer, Ben Crump, who revealed the findings at a news conference Wednesday at the 117th NAACP National Convention in Chicago. Crump added that the independent autopsy, which was the second one performed on Wells, also found red discoloration on the back of his head. But the report appeared to have gaps because of what Crump said were missing body parts and incomplete procedures. This is only another part of the puzzle, and even though it tells us significant information, we still have more questions than we have answers at this time. The autopsy was performed by Dr. Roger Mitchell, a board-certified forensic pathologist, and the president of the National Medical Association, the oldest and largest group of black physicians in the U.S., Crump said. It did not include a toxicology report, Crump said Wednesday. That's weird that you order your own independent autopsy investigation and then you don't include another toxicology report. That seems a little weird. That seems a little strange. He said the independent autopsy was performed July 10th, 6 days after Wells disappeared, and 4 days after his body was found on the northwestern shore of Horn Island, a small island off the Gulf Coast of Mississippi. The Jackson County coroner also performed an autopsy on the body of the 18-year-old football player. Those results have not been released, and the coroner's office is waiting on a toxicology report from the medical examiner's office to be completed. Jackson County coroner Bruce Lind said Tuesday that the state's autopsy report was not finished. Mitchell could not determine whether Wells was conscious when he entered the water, or how he ended up in the water, according to the report. I'm glad when investigations into every possible avenue happen, right? Because you never know, truly, when something happens. But it's just a little weird to me. It's just a little weird, because it seems like these people want it to be a murder instead of an accident. And that just feels a little fucking weird. Like, sometimes, unfortunately, shit happens. Sometimes when you're on a vacation with your buddies, you might get drunk, you might take drugs, you might be having a good time, and that might incapacitate you to a point that you don't realize it's dangerous for you to go swimming. It's not like that's a unique case. And it's like, again, I'm glad the investigations are happening, because if he did get murdered, obviously people should be held accountable. Obviously. It's just, the way people kind of want this to be that instead of an accident is a little creepy. Crump called Wells' condition before he entered the water the crux of the matter, adding that it would be of utmost importance to be able to determine a cause and manner of death. The lawyer also said that because the state's autopsy rightfully removed and dissected each organ, Mitchell was unable to directly observe Wells' lungs for water intake or see what was inside of his stomach. Okay, I guess that makes sense why they didn't order another toxicology report if they were unable to see what was inside his stomach. I don't know if that's actually true. I'm not an autopsy guy. I've never worked in this field, so it's like I don't know if he's bullshitting or if this is genuinely true. Also, because of the level of decomposition of Wells' body when Mitchell received it, Crump said, it could not be determined whether there was bruising. The report did note that there appeared to be no lacerations or fractures on Wells' body. Wells was last seen July 4th, sometime in the afternoon. He had gone to the island, which is accessible only by boat, to celebrate the holiday with friends. His friends have told police that when they had to leave early because their boat started taking on water, Wells told them he would stay and catch a ride back later with others. Wells didn't return home that night, and his mother reported him missing around midnight. His body was found July 6th by a U.S. park ranger. Little else has been revealed about the circumstances surrounding his death, including from law enforcement, leaving plenty of holes in a case that has captured the nation's attention. In the autopsy report presented by Crump, Mitchell noted that parts of Wells' throat were not in his body when it was received for review. Therefore, the pathologist cannot rule out injury to the neck as a contributor or a cause of death, Crump said, calling on local law officials to share with Mitchell their findings from the state autopsy. This is interesting. Parts of his throat were not in his body when it was received for review. Now, he was in the water for who knows how long. He went missing July 4th, and his body was found July 6th. So it's also very possible that things in the water caused damage to his body. Unfortunately. It could also be foul play, but it could also be people in the water, animals in the water eating the body, unfortunately. I don't like saying that because it's kind of grotesque, but that is one of the things that could happen. I hate like reading all of this because it makes me feel bad in a way. Like, this guy unfortunately lost his life in some kind of an accident, and then like reading people doing an independent autopsy trying to like posit things and make in your mind, oh, That's abnormal, therefore it must be foul play. Dr. Priya Banerjee, a board-certified forensic pathologist, said second autopsies have an inherent limitation because of what bodies went through during initial exams. It's never going to be intact or, you know, in the pristine state that you get an unexamined body. Banerjee said it's not unusual for a secondary or independent examiner to not have access to the findings of the primary examination and investigation because of laws limiting what can be released publicly. Crump added that Mitchell should be included when a Mississippi grand jury hears results of the death investigation. Before the results were revealed, Wells' parents, Christine Wells Wansley and Elmer Wansley, spoke at the NAACP convention. There's so many people out in the public asking all of these questions, but the only question that we have is what happened to our son. She added that the fact that the state-run autopsy report has not been released is part of the reason why she and her family decided to move forward with an independent autopsy. I don't know how long autopsies usually take, so I have no idea if the state is dragging ass. They probably are, because they're the state. But I have no idea if the state is dragging ass or if they're taking, like, the normal amount of time for this. Phoenix DS, thank you. His friends should not have let him stay behind. Blessings to the Foxu. It just seems like a really fucking unfortunate thing to have happened. And again, if for some reason foul play happened, like, yes, punish the people involved, but it doesn't seem like it's a foul play situation. It is our hope that local authorities will do what they need to do, because us having the preliminary autopsy results and hearing nothing from them, it's heartbreaking and it's concerning, she said, which again is why we are here, why we've asked for this help. I'd probably do the same exact thing. Like, if they said, like, we have the autopsy results, we're just not going to release them, I'd be like, but why? But why would you not tell me, the parent, the results of my child's autopsy? For what purpose are you hiding this from me? You know? I'd be like, what the fuck, bro? That's fucked up. Wansley also echoed calls for the truth, noting that we just want honesty. We want to know what happened to our son because the things that you're telling us, that's not the character of our son. We know our son, he added. I don't know what they mean by this. Because as far as I know, this was just like partying, was it not? There wasn't any sort of like accusations of any kind of violence or anything anywhere, right? It was just partying. The character of your son is to not accidentally drown to death. Yeah, I don't know what that means. Crump and Wells' parents have rejected notions from law enforcement that the teenager drowned, launching their own investigation into his death, including the autopsy. They have said that he was a good swimmer with an athletic build and that the story does not add up. If he was a good swimmer, then sure, maybe. But also, we just saw that guy who was like a looksmaxer, right? Who like got incredibly inebriated and then just swam until he died. But we don't know if this guy's a good swimmer. We don't know. And even if he is a good swimmer, if he's plied with some kind of drugs or alcohol, like that looksmaxer guy who killed himself, it's very possible he underestimated how high or drunk he was and had an unfortunate accident. Even the best swimmers have limits, you know? Many good swimmers have gotten fucked up in the water. Yeah. Those who know Horn Island well told NBC News that it would not be surprising to learn that Wells was quickly pulled into a current and drowned, especially on the western side of the island. It's also interesting. This is why I don't like swimming in, like, fucking rivers or ocean. I'm, like, always worried that I could get caught in some kind of, like, current thing or even touched by a fish. I don't want to be touched by a fish, man. Crump on Wednesday called into question how Wells' body was found, implying that while authorities have said he was found wearing only swim trunks, the United Cajun Navy, which assisted in the search efforts, told the family that he was found wearing a t-shirt as well. You see, that's also weird. Brian Trasher from the Cajun Navy, however, disputed the claim after the— oh, okay, so they're just lying? I observed the body from the air and he was visibly wearing only swim trunks that matched the photo taken of him that day. I wonder if these people were just like, oh, it's the Cajun Navy. They're obviously going to back up whatever nonsense we say. They would never just tell the truth. What the fuck? And Treasure told NBC News, adding that the lawyer misrepresented what the agency has said publicly and privately to the family. Reverend Al Sharpton, oh man, the Giga Race Grifter final boss. Former NFL player Terrell Owens and actor and producer Tyler Perry have offered a combined $125,000 for any information that leads to the arrest and conviction of those responsible for Wells' death, Crump said in a Tuesday release. Can you still collect the money if you send them a letter that just has a picture of, like, the ocean on it? Would you— how do you convict the water? Wells was laid to rest Monday in a ceremony in his hometown of Ocean Springs, Mississippi. A party for his friends, family, and teammates followed. Nolan had such a gentle, calming spirit about him. He had a way of making people feel seen, welcome, and valued. Wells Wansley said during the funeral service at Center Point Church, he could lift your confidence with just a few words and make you feel like you belong. And his friends very obviously loved him as well, considering Nolan's best friend is the one who first called Nolan's mother. He was the first to alert her that Nolan was missing, the first to raise the alarm, and the first to contact the Coast Guard. This was never mentioned by Nolan's parents. Instead, this young man has spent weeks being harassed and threatened after losing his best friend. Despite doing everything he could that first night to get help, he became the target of accusations and abuse. No one should have to endure that while grieving the loss of a friend.
And I was like, hey, can you send me Miss Christine's number? Because I haven't heard from Nolan. And if she hasn't heard from Nolan, then I'm calling the Coast Guard. And so eventually, Javon sends me her number.
Who is her? That's
Miss Christine.
Miss Christine is
Nolan's mom.
Nolan's mom. Okay.
Yeah. And I walked down to the dock because, I mean, there was a lot of people at Ava's. Not a lot, but, you know, there was probably 15 of our friends there. And I was just like, walked down to the dock with a couple of my buddies, and I got on the phone. I called Miss Christine, called her the first time. She didn't answer. I called her a second time, and I got on the phone with her, and I asked her if she had heard from Nolan. She said no. And I said, all right, well, don't freak out. I'm going to call the Coast Guard. And this was at about 11 o'clock.
So what's your intent in calling the Coast Guard, right? Because right now, Nolan could be with a chick. He could be with somebody else.
Right.
He could have gone back with somebody else. What made you concerned enough that you felt like you couldn't weigh it out anymore? You had to call the Coast Guard.
Well,
an unfortunate but necessary question, right?
I mean, like I said, my friends and I have been on the water our whole life. Stuff happens. People die all the time. I know people that have died out there. And, you know, it's a fun place to be, but it's also a very, very dangerous place to be if you're not handling it right. And Nolan, so I hadn't heard from him. And obviously, I'm thinking I'd way rather be safe than sorry. I mean, I would rather call the Coast Guard 100 times and lose my mind over it, and my buddy be okay, than, you know, not, and me not know where he is and him not be okay.
Exactly.
And so I called the Coast Guard, and I talked to them on the phone for like 20 minutes, gave them a description, what Nolan was wearing, the last place we were at, the last time I saw him, who were we with, what boat we were on, the conditions of the water, just, you know, just a summary. And I called Miss Christine back after, and I talked to her. And I said, I got in contact with the Coast Guard. I'm not sure who she called or, you know.
This guy seems like the type you want as a friend. Oh, 100%. This guy did like as much right as he could. Even at his young age, he was just like, yeah, let's contact the mother. Let's contact the Coast Guard. Let's get in touch with the authorities. It's better safe than sorry. Right? And like that, he's completely correct. That's exactly what these services are for. You want to be better safe than sorry. Even if, like, you don't worry about like, oh, but what about the resources if he's just like out banging some chick or something? That doesn't matter. You know, you get mad at him for like obscuring where he is later. You want to utilize these services. That's why we fund these services. So that if someone goes missing, if someone gets lost, you try to find them, right? Back home, we call friends like this 3 a.m. friends because they'll drop what they're doing to come help you at 3 a.m. if you actually need help. That's one of the reasons why I kind of miss, like, I don't know exactly what to call it. I guess like super close friendships ? Because it's like you get to know the pattern of your friend, right? You know like their behavioral patterns, and if it's weird for them to not respond to you for like 3, 5, 10 days, you know? And so like that causes you to check on them because you're like, that's weird. I haven't heard from fucking Joe in 2 weeks. That's very abnormal for him. Usually, even if he's super busy with work, he'll at least like throw a meme into the group chat, right? And like now, it doesn't seem like you have that too much anymore.
You know, what she did, but I think she said she was going to make a couple phone calls to either DMR or Jackson County Sheriff's Office. And I mean, yeah, I was thinking worst case scenario. Like, I mean, you know, I would way rather be safe than sorry about this, you know?
Yeah, so you called. So it seems like you called mom immediately.
Right.
Probably the first phone call that she got from anybody.
That's the first phone call, like, at least I made. And I would assume that's the first phone call she got from anybody because Javon hadn't called her. And, you know, there's nothing wrong with that, but Javon hadn't called her. And, I mean, I was just worried about my friend. You know, stuff happens out there, boat problems, it could be anything. But, I mean, there's a lot of stuff that happens out there, and I was just worried about my friend.
It makes me really sad that this guy's like, yeah, I really cared about my friend, and I wanted to make sure he was okay, and I was just worried. And then you have all the race hustlers being like, we need to figure out which one of these boys killed that man. Mr. Tom Hennessy here giving us a Shiloh Hendrix post-trial update, saying, I guess this is from her directly, her saying, I hope everyone is doing well. I just got back home to my sons yesterday after being away from them for several days due to my trial. It's the longest time I've ever been separated from them. I missed them so much. I can't even imagine if they had jailed me for this. My family's hearts would have been broken. I'm so grateful to be home. I've had an excellent team with me throughout this whole thing. My husband has never left my side. Tom Hennessy was reporting the truth the whole time to keep you updated. My lawyer, Brian Carolus, has proven to be the perfect person for this case. He did have a great after-trial diatribe at the filthy fucking journos outside. I also had a group of patriots serve as my security. I am so thankful for them all. I'm glad she had that too, because I am sure there are people gunning for this woman. I also wanted to add that I am not on social media. I've been told that there is someone out there impersonating me. Don't fall for their tricks. I saw this account, and the first couple of posts I saw that came across my feed, I was like, okay, this sounds like it could be her. Maybe. And like the second tweet that I saw, I went to the profile and they had like a paypal.me link up, and I was like, there's no way this is her. This is a fake account. She would not put a paypal.me up here. We all know the verdict. We all know how unfair and unjust it is. This is why I'll be appealing. Things are already in motion to do so. I'll never stop fighting, and all of you give me so much strength and hope to keep my head in the battle. I don't know what I would do without all of your support. You've proven time and time again how great we can be when we stick together. It makes my heart happy. Thank you for staying by my side. Thank you for showing the world what we can do. And thank you for helping me protect my family. Thank you for everything, Shiloh. And then, there's something else that was pretty cool down here. Obviously, he links her Give, Send, Go again. But it says, if you want to help Shiloh, please donate to her fundraiser or pick up one of her authorized cards. Available only for 24 hours. I've never heard of Tribal Order. I have no idea what kind of card game this is. But they say working with Tribal Order, they want to put together another design so people have a new way to support Shiloh and get something cool at the same time. 50% of the profits go straight to Shiloh. These cards are rare because of their limited release. They're now on sale for only 24 hours and then they're gone forever. And then they made these in both a holographic and a regular style, and they look pretty fucking cool. Again, I have literally no idea what this card game is or how you play it. I've never heard of them, but the cards look cool as fuck. She'd make bank doing cameos, calling people gamers. True. True and real. These look like AI images. These look like AI. I don't know if they use AI in their cards, which, I mean, maybe they do. I have no idea. I've never heard of the company. Is there information? Rules of the game. 1v1 game. Each player builds a 30-card deck, maximum 2 copies of any card. Each player has a tribal hero with 50 health. Each player has 4 in-play slots. Reduce your opponent's tribal hero to 0 health. Both players shuffle deck. Each player draws 5 cards. Flip a coin to decide who goes first. Draw 2 cards. At the start of your turn, you have the option to recall any in-play card and replace it. Attacking, summoning and attacking, recalling items, effects, abilities. Tribal Order is an American collectible card game company based in Florida, founded in July 2025. We launched with Season 1, featuring 50 of the most unapologetically based cards to ever be produced. Every season and card we release is limited, so once it's gone forever. This makes each card, especially the legendary ones, a true collector's item. Our lineup includes season cards, collaborations with content creators, and exclusive handmade auction cards that are crafted and printed locally in Florida, and then auctioned off on Saturdays. Our goal is to shift the Overton window back toward a time when comedy was uncensored, while giving players a genuine strategic card game they can enjoy. Does that say Jewish mayor? Tree of Life? I want to like see what their cards are. The Jewish Mystic card is apparently the Foreskin Collector, and he's got 5 attack power. You can either use Snip Snip that deals 1 damage, or Foreskin Chew that gives the Foreskin Collector +2 health. What? Yeah, what in tarnation? Insider info tricks opponent, causing middle card to attack itself with a random attack. Or subscribe, gain +2 health when another tech card is in play. That's kind of funny. The Lot Lizard? Black woman? What? Is there a white woman Lot Lizard too? I can't read that one. Pelvic Crush? Lot Lizard crushes your pelvis for 1 damage. Or fucking AIDS! Deals 1 damage to a card each turn until Lot Lizard is destroyed. It's a fucking dot. The boys, white kids, harsh reality, get clowned on for 1 damage, deal 2 damage to black cards. What the fuck? Rock throw, boys throw rocks, dealing 1 damage to 2 cards. What? Okay. The Watermelon Warriors. Seed Spit. Warriors spit seeds causing 2 damage. Rind armor. +1 armor to all friendly black cards. I wonder if Watermelon Rind is fireproof like pineapple. I don't think I can read that one. The Grinch. He's got a lot. He's got a high, he's got a 6. That's the highest number we've seen. Bag Bash deals 2 damage, doubled against white cards. That makes sense. Steal Christmas. When put in play, immediately deal 1 damage to all enemy white cards. Snow Clan? What? Alright, these cards are really funny. They're like if Cards Against Humanity hadn't become cucks, it feels like. Snow Clan, yeah, Front Yard Intimidation, deals 2 damage. White Frost freezes an opponent's card, making it useless for 1 turn. Understandable. Original Ginger, he's in Compton. Ain't shit sweet. OG shoots an enemy card, dealing 3 damage. Back in the Oven, return this card to your hand. You may immediately play another card from your hand. That seems kind of OP, actually. If you can just put him back in the oven for later. Drunk Elf, White Man. Booze Breath deals 2 damage. Gain +1 attack if a Christian card is in play. Why does the elf deal more damage to Christian cards? That's funny, but I don't understand. And then we have Hank, the white man, just Hank. Pure Joy causes 2 damage, 3 to liberal cards, +1 attack for all your Christian cards in play. That's fucking hilarious, man. Now this was, I guess, last year's special Christmas cards. That's really fucking funny. So we've already seen all of those. Oh my god, this one's a holographic porch pirate. I want a holographic porch pirate. Didn't do nothing. 50-50 chance to escape when attacked. Damn, that's still less odds than in real life. The real life odds are like an 80 chance to escape, you know? Throw hands. PP swings his fist wildly. 50-50 chance to cause 2 damage. I think that says 2, but it looks like a Z. Here are 3 legendary cards you can get when you order our new hybrid animal packs. The Nazi Wolfman! There's probably unironically someone out there being like, I wish my Twilight vampire was a Nazi Wolfman instead. Holy shit. A Rip and Tear deals 4 damage. Wolf Pack, if active with another hybrid, both cards take -1 damage. That's cool. Good Ol' Boar, hybrid animal. Chew Spit deals 2 damage. Tusk Eye deals 3 damage to black cards only. Oh fuck, don't gouge your eyes out, bro. I don't think I can read that other one, but it's also a hybrid animal like these other 2 cards. Ultimate Chimp Out deals 2 damage. Climb. Every time this card destroys a card, he gains +1 health. That also seems OP. Imagine playing that with the fucking OG gingerbread cookie guy. That's crazy. And so I was like, what the fuck is this card game? I've never heard of it before. It does look like their art is AI generated. It does look like it's not actual artist art. It's AI art. But it's pretty, from looking at the cards, they seem pretty fucking funny. Ordered one in the holographic flavor. I mean, if you're gonna order one, you gotta order the holographic flavor, right? But more Shiloh info. This was the fake account. Mark Randazza retweeted a picture of it. This is a fake fraudulent account. PayPal account is in Hong Kong and don't donate to it. Mass report for fraud. And I saw this post when it was still up, but they deleted it pretty fucking quickly. Pretty fucking quickly, man. Yeah. I don't have time to explain what words like parody mean to fucking retards like you. Holy shit. This guy is great. I love him. And these kind of remind you of the Garbage Patch Kids. Kind of. You shared a screenshot, not a link to the post. Fucking yeah. Ask yourself why. And then the account, the fake account, the scammer account says, that's a lie. You can check my location. And Mark said, prove it's you and I'll retract and promote your fundraiser. She won't prove it. She won't prove it because she can't and because it's not her. Some fucking retard trying to say it's a parody account. Go fuck yourself, idiot. But yeah, apparently he found out that the PayPal account goes to somewhere in Hong Kong. This was the deleted post with the PayPal link in it. Someone saying, you should prove you're really her. And they said, of course. And they linked another tweet saying that they'll set up a like Twitter space tomorrow. I'm new to X altogether. What an amazing idea. Please bear with me. I love the proposed community note. I hope this goes on every single one of this idiot's posts. I don't want anyone's money. Money can't fix this. I'm genuinely shocked. I need a bigger voice. I need support. I've never been convicted of a crime, yet using a mean word was enough to make me a criminal. Disorderly conduct for a man who was following and harassing me. Mortified. And this was one of the first posts I saw, so I was just like, this seems very suspicious, but it could be real. And then they posted this video, which immediately I was like, your stubby little fingers look nothing like Shiloh's. What the fuck are you doing? This person is like five foot nothing. Like this is like a baby hand. This is some sort of like Filipina woman. They said, going live on Spaces tonight. This is all new to me, so I don't know who will attend or how to properly even do this. But this will be one for the books. Whites only, says the brown woman. And they even speak, and it sounds nothing like Shiloh.
You guys don't think it's me? Fuck off.
Like they are actually committing to this insane bit to try and scam people out of money. What the fuck is wrong with them? What the, like, it sounds like a fucking AI, like, weird voice modulation, bro. This is a fake account, scamming with PayPal links, deleting tweets, hiding replies from known trustworthy people. Numerous inconsistencies. Do better, guys. It's Mark Randazza's post saying it's a fake account. This is a hidden reply. Tom Hennessy, being the guy who literally knows Shiloh and has been reporting on her trial this whole time. You did the same thing last year. This is the second time you've tried to impersonate her. That's actually insane. That this person is not only posting videos and slinging slurs, but they've done this before to try and grift money off of fucking Shiloh's horrendous situation. They've probably already gotten enough money to get addicted to the grift. I know you're probably right, but I really hope you're wrong. I really hope nobody has actually donated to this thing. Also, what the fuck? They changed their bio. They changed their bio to say, I'm a 270-pound black man? What? My culture is not your costume? Fucking SAR? You can't just claim VTuber jokes like this. He just went live like an hour ago. No fucking way, dude. Y'all know Shiloh married, right? What the fuck? Men are such simps lusting over a married woman. How did it feel to get played by a black man? What? Well, most people knew that it was fake, so I created a fake X account where I pretended to be a racist white woman, and now it's gone viral. Those hands that we just saw, those aren't man hands, bro.
But darling, you just resurrected me. Say you need me, baby. Thought you gotta teach me, baby. Thanks for the bread. Thanks for the bread. Thanks for the bread. Hey, I scale mega. Hey. Hey, mega, give me that bread.
You know, people should be smarter and not fall for scams, but when you come out and you brag that you scammed people like this, it makes you look like a massive fucking retard. Because what you're saying is that you lied well enough to take advantage of people's good conscience and wanting to do a good thing. And that makes you a bad person. I committed a crime to get money from people. Yeah, there were quite a few people saying that like stealing an identity or doing impersonation in order to get money is some sort of like felony crime. Which, I mean, I guess you go, guy. He knows he probably will never see the inside of a jail cell, so.
If I call on Mega right now, they pick it up. Hey, Shiloh, hey! Yo.
That laugh, he sounds kind of high when he laughs.
They let me know it's all. Where am I at? Where am I at? Yeah. Internet pretending to be a strong black woman. What y'all doing? I'm fighting the fight just like y'all. Look. Y'all are mad. Y'all.
He's fighting the fight by committing felonies and defrauding people. I would like to point out that by him saying that, he's acknowledging that the two-tier justice system exists, and that if you did what he did, you would get put away, but he is allowed to do this. Our system does not care if he does this. Our system only cares if you do this.
Y'all are mad. It was so worth it. It was so worth it.
Oh my god, he has fucking kids,
God.
dude. What the fuck?
God. I see what it feels like to be a white woman. I see what it feels like to be a woman. I mean, you got men in the inbox. Oh, baby, don't worry about what they saying, baby. Oh, I want you to be rich, beautiful. Oh. Crazy. You say I'm lying? You say I'm lying? Hey, I ain't got to prove nothing to you.
I wonder if this guy would have the capability of self-reflection if he were to get arrested for saying a word that people around him deemed an unsayable word because of the color of his skin. I wonder if he would be able to recall this moment and understand why Shiloh has so much support and why people want to make her rich.
Like that's ever gonna happen.
Chat, I just did math.
Congratulations! Congratulations! Congratulations.
This is a grown-ass man who did the scam, and he doesn't have stubby fingers. That video with the stubby fingers and the voice modulation, he must have actually used his child for that. That must have been a legitimate child's hand in that video. What the hell?
Whole community. I just scammed the whole community. Hey, let me show y'all my inbox on here. Let me show y'all the stuff these men be saying. They married too, by the way. Married men, by the way. Married white men. Married white man. Let me read some of these messages, bro. Y'all ain't gonna believe what they be saying to me in here, bro. Let me go to my chat.
Isn't this just admitting fraud? It is.
Let that load up. Well, guess what? It don't matter if you know anybody. Who are you? You are nobody.
What?
I'm on my laptop, but the message is ash.
What?
That's what y'all want to be able to say. Hey, kiss my ass. Hey, bring them on in. Hey, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. I'm goated. Goated. Hey, you ain't saying it to my. If you
Some
said it
people
to my
really
face,
cannot help themselves bragging about committing crimes.
If you literally said that to my face, gang, you go to jail for disorderly conduct. I'll call 911 on you. If you call me I'm calling 911 on you, and I will press charges. You are not allowed to talk to a black man that way.
I am just stunned. Like, I don't think there's anything I can say that would be all right to say. Master Prick, thank you. Not sure if you can't do it without an account, but when you report an impersonation, it asks for the account it's impersonating. Oh, that's really shitty. Because you can impersonate a person who doesn't have an account. Why would it be restrictive like that?
You are not allowed to talk to a black man that way. So straighten up your language. I'm going to call the cops. I'm going to call the police. I'm actually a security officer. I do security. Yes, I'm strapped. Got that blicky on me. Got that legal blicky on me.
Spicy cat raid. What the hell is this
I
spicy
would not
cat
trust
raid?
this man to do security. A man openly admits to committing fraud on the internet, says he's a security guy. I'm waiting for the libs of TikTok post where they find out where he works.
Got that legal blick on me. Matter of fact, where my wallet at? So I'll show y'all this pink card. Hey, I know y'all mad. Nothing y'all saying is reaching me. Hey, you say you... Why are you saying Nate Higgers? Why don't you say the real thing, bro?
And
It's
carrying
free
a gun while
speech.
committing a felony. Oh, the feds are gonna have a field day.
Hey, racist, nobody's coming to save you guys. You've been duped. You've been duped. Yeah. You said what? We'll be hide and seek? Okay, I'm gonna pretend to be Shiloh and you pretend to be somebody else. I'm gonna slap my knee on that one. Hey,
Those poor fucking kids.
it's the weekend. It's the weekend. Why would I? It's the weekend. Why would I be at work? Okay, we can play. You wanna play with Bluey? All right, go hide. Let's play. You want hide and seek? Okay, we can play. Post my spot. You think oh, sure. Ankle monitor. No ankle monitor on me, brother. Y'all want to see me do a set?
Now, there was an ankle monitor on
Y'all want to see me do
the
y'all want to
ephemerally
see some bench
aged
presses?
child at the park.
Y'all want to see me do some push-ups? Go hide. Let's play. Let's go play.
Don't sympathize with his kids.
I'm a
I don't
count.
see why not, right? Because, like, when children have shitty parents, like, they're not exactly going to grow up great. Like, you should feel bad for the kids. Look at what they have for a role model, man. That's dooming them from the get-go. What the fuck the kids do? Yeah. Like, I absolutely should feel bad for the fucking kids. Nothing else is reaching me 5 seconds before. If you say the N-word, I'll call the cops. Like pottery. It's kind of surreal seeing a black dude say he's gonna call the cops, though.
I'm gonna count. Ready?
What the fuck? The saddest thing you've ever heard was a kid saying, "I'm black. My teachers and parents say I'm never going to do anything," when you were a tour guide. It broke your heart, and it made you hate progressive Marxist teachers even more. That's incredibly fucking sad. Like, why would you teach your kids that they can't do anything and they'll never amount to anything because they're a perpetual victim? That's so incredibly fucked up. It's like, It's like you were a fuck up in life, therefore you don't want your kids to do better than you. And so you purposefully hold your kids back so they're just as bad as you are. Like, someone with that mentality has absolutely no business being a fucking parent. Any good parent wants better for their children than what they had to deal with. That is an insane thing to hear. Holy fuck.
So what? Hey, yo, hey. There was a bunch of stereotypes proved right here. Like, the stereotype that y'all are genuinely on one accord with each other. Hey, you say the word and throw a white person on your profile and people just start giving you money. That's on y'all. That's not the full
story of the case. What are you talking about? We are supposed to have free speech in our country, which means the government cannot prosecute you for saying words. Clearly, like I've been saying for ages, the Constitution is not helping us because the people using it want to burn down the Constitution as it is. And as soon as they have the power to do so, that thing is going away. So we can either uphold our principles and die with the Constitution, or we can also say, all right, buddy, I'm gonna meet you where you are. We're gonna say, fuck that piece of paper for now. Let's rumble, dude.
Let's get ready to rumble!
I just want to see if he's going to say anything else interesting.
And it's time for you and Black Boy Max to go ahead and go ahead and live y'all truth. You see, I came out the closet. Y'all thought I was a white woman. I'm a black man. We all coming out today. Waiting for the alarm to chirp. Not your typical black man. I pay my bills and change my batteries and shit. Ha. In fact,
okay, that was a funny one.
I got plenty extra batteries right here.
That was a funny one because you might change your battery, but you are acting the stereotype right now.
Sorry. Now, if you were to say waiting for, I am stereotypical, right? For example, I eat chicken. I love chicken. Here's my chicken I bought. Here's my chicken I bought this morning with the money that Maga sent me.
What the fuck?
1,100 calories for the whole thing. But I like to remove the skin, and that brings it down to about 900 calories, depending on how much of the contents of the chicken you eat. Because some of y'all be eating the gristle and shit. Thirsty ass. Ain't no chirp. Boy, ain't never gonna be no chirp in here. Now, if the chirp did or some shit, y'all really about to make money off of this? How y'all gonna Uno reverse and make money off of me bullshitting?
Well, I mean,
hey, if y'all make money off of me, I need some of that.
He's so dumb.
Make a wallet and send it here. Nah, y'all scamming. The crypto bros is in here about to scam me. The crypto bros are in here. Why do you keep saying Phoenix?
Phoenix? Good Lord, man. Do you truly believe any courtroom would bring charges against a black individual for saying cracker? It's like the courts are saying only whites can be racist. No, it's like the courts are saying white people are second-class citizens who can be persecuted for speech that's perfectly fine for everyone else. But yeah, this... He probably just whole-ass had his kid do that. That might just be literally a child's hand. That's their kid's hand? That's fucked up. That's fucked up. And then Daniel over here also saying, the account is not Shiloh. This is before we knew it was a black man. It's a scam. It's also criminal. It was collecting money at a PayPal link that is not Shiloh's actual fundraiser, and has deleted those posts since being called out as fraudulent. But now they've posted a Venmo link and they're collecting money there. The only verified fundraiser for Shiloh Hendrix remains Give, Send, Go. And on that fundraiser itself, Shiloh confirms that she does not have social media. She literally posted this today in order to address the scam that's happening in real time with this X account. If this account was Shiloh, it could prove as much in an instant, but it hasn't. It keeps promising that it will, as though it wouldn't have already done so were it authentic. Unfortunately, the account is rapidly accumulating tens of thousands of followers who do believe it's Shiloh Hendrix. It's adjusting on the fly, deleting posts that are obviously suspect, hiding replies from reliable sources, and putting up new and improved posts to gain the trust of the continued influx of followers. It even finally acknowledged the authentic Give, Send, Go, but only to redirect donations to the fraudulent Venmo as personal donations. It's quite a brazen operation someone's running. This platform doesn't have a valid method to report the behavior either. There's an impersonation option at the report field, but the only options within the impersonation field are pretending to be me, my brand, or a user I represent, which eventually asks for your government ID, and someone else on X is being impersonated, which isn't applicable, and you then must input an account of someone that's being impersonated. Shiloh Hendrix does not have an account. Anyway, once again, this account is a scam actively engaged in an ongoing crime, and unfortunately, it's working. Don't be a part of it. And then, he's quote retweeting another post from the scam account, and the scam account says, "I refuse to use anything raised for me on Give, Send, Go to assist me outside of my legal battle. That fight is far from over. I have my link pinned to the top of my account. That's the best way to help me fight the system. However, for me and my family personally, I'd like to do something with my momentum and start a podcast. I haven't decided on the platform, but anything but TikTok. I want to further fight, but for free speech. A place where we can speak not just our truth, but the statistical and moral truth without being penalized. It's not about saying mean or hurtful things. It's about there being limits put on my God-given right to say whatever I would like. Being punished for your opinion is never right. I mostly use Apple Pay, but I'm not comfortable sharing my personal number. I didn't even set my own Give, Send, Go up. I have no decent way to accept personal donations for those who'd like to assist outside of my legal trouble. If you'd want to go the extra mile and help what I need to start a simple podcast, you can do so at this link." Once again, this is a scammer, so don't ever go to that link. Don't ever give this thing money. And Daniel quote retweets it saying, "This isn't Shiloh. Shiloh updated her Give, Send, Go today to state she does not have social media. Specifically because she was informed this account is impersonating her. Raising money under false identity is a crime. Report this under illegal and regulated behaviors. Here's an archive link of the quoted post from when the criminal behind the account eventually deletes it." Can you imagine if somebody deleted a bunch of posts pertaining to them committing fraud and nobody archived them? And so someone has to play clips of my stream as the butter dog as evidence in court. Fascinating how it's a verified account. Stellar work, Elon. Yeah, that's true, actually. He was even able to get a fucking check mark. Elon, what are you doing? Never underestimate the power of weaponized autism. True and fucking real. He's currently melting down laughing in his Twitter. Check his Twitter. All jokes aside, y'all on some crazy weird shit. What the fuck? There's no fraud. The simps who were trying to buy themselves into some pussy are no victims. They're still in my inbox simping, even with 270-pound black man in the bio. This guy doesn't even understand that he's just committed a felony. Watch the replies. They literally have his house. Oh, fuck. I'll have to scroll carefully. Why did you delete this post? That's a great question. Shit, someone's afraid of prison. Don't worry, Jamal, you're gonna meet your dad there. Oh, his name is actually Jamel. What the fuck? You're going to jail, buddy. That's the very definition of wire fraud. You didn't think this through. Report to the FBI. Now you're starting to get it. You didn't have that in the bio until now. I've already reported you to X. Lost all that weight just to get graped in prison. Enjoy. Okay, that's his house. I don't want to show that. Matt Walsh saying, "So wait a second, we were told that Shiloh Hendrix had berated a child. That was allegedly the reason the Somali guy started filming and hassling her. The jury acquitted her of disorderly conduct against the child and convicted her of disorderly conduct against the guy with the camera, which means she actually didn't say anything to the kid. She was being harassed by the guy with the camera for no reason. And now she's been convicted of a crime simply for telling the guy to leave her alone. This is total madness." Auron MacIntyre saying, "Shiloh Hendrix is being publicly lynched to set an example. Even if the ruling is overturned, the damage is done and the message is sent. Her life is ruined, she will never be safe in public again, and if any other white Americans get uppity, they will be taught their place." And he's completely right. This is like the only logical conclusion line of what the two-tier justice system has been giving us. And it's just like the process itself is the punishment. Like, obviously, her even getting one conviction is awful, and hopefully that gets overturned. But the fact that she even had to go through any of this is a massive indictment of where we are. And I don't even know what can be done about it unless we actually start using Mr. Bukake's plan to get rid of all the activist judges. Like, what else are you supposed to do besides just be like, none of you are judges anymore, get the fuck out? And Shiloh needs to move to New Hampshire. It's the last safe place. In the video, she tries to walk away, but the guy follows her. Yep. It's actually insane that she got convicted for the one to the camera guy, but not the child. Like, she shouldn't have been convicted for either of them, but the fact that they acquitted her on the child one makes the other ruling even more astronomically stupid. And Fisher King had a pretty good post as well. He said, the Shiloh Hendrix case brings up an interesting privacy issue. Why can someone film you, even follow you around and film you, and disseminate the video in the media? People are rightly outraged that Hendrix has been convicted of disorderly conduct for using a bad word when the guy filming her was clearly harassing her, and then spread the video all over the internet. Some people even brought up the Fourth Amendment in some comments on my other posts about this. In the US, privacy is attached to the home. What you do inside your home is private, but when you're in a public space, you're basically fair game. So some journalist can approach you, stick a microphone in your face, and ask you all sorts of questions. Or some jerk in a public park can try to goad you into saying a nasty word, and then spread it all over the web. Because you are out in public, you don't have any expectation of privacy, and no Fourth Amendment protection. I've done posts about this in the past, but this is different in continental Euro countries like France and Germany. There, you can film just random scenes on the street of crowds of people, but you cannot single someone out, film them up close, ask them questions, and then just post it all over the internet. You have some privacy protections that attach to you as a person, and in how your image is used. So this guy who harassed Shiloh wouldn't just be in the clear like he is in the USA, where privacy protections don't really extend beyond your home. It seems like there should be some kind of laws passed that provide a little protection from this kind of harassment. They would run up against First Amendment freedom of the press issues, but there should be a way to find some balance there. And I don't know exactly how I feel about that. Because it's like, I don't know, I've been operating my whole life under the assumption that, like, yeah, once you're out in public, like, it's public. You have no assumptions of privacy really anywhere there unless you go somewhere like a bathroom, right? But then if we have the government come in and make like Euro-esque privacy laws where people can't film you, I'm not sure like what the negative repercussions could be from that, but it feels like a weird ask a bit. And like part of me would be happy about it because I feel like if we had privacy laws in that regard, people could go back to how they acted in like, you know, the 80s and 90s and early 2000s even, before everyone had a cell phone and everyone was terrified of any moment could be posted online and they could be made fun of for any reason. But like, I don't know.